Hey there, it's good to see you again. I know that I can't actually see you, but you guys know what I mean. Anyways, this is my 4-month update on my FUE hair transplant. So let's get right to it. So technically, it's gonna be 4 months on Sunday, but I wanted to give you guys the video early because I assumed you guys would rather have the video early than late, and I don't work on weekends. As you can see, it's progressing really nicely. I'm looking at myself right now because there's a little screen there, so I can describe it better. But like, to me, it's very obvious now that there's like this delineation line here, like where my new hairline is gonna be. And as you guys know, this side has filled up way faster than this one, and that's just because of the way it works. Wherever you had hair more, it grows easier. But it's really, this little patch is the patch that I'm like, grow, goddammit, and it is growing. It's just, it's just taking its time, and it's gonna fill in. So now I'll do the whole close-up thing so you guys can have a better look up close. So there's that little patch that I want to fill in. That is filling in. That's that. I'll use my hands. That's how that's looking. That's looking really good. And then this side looks really good too. And you guys know there's like plenty of little dormant hairs just under, my skin that are just waiting to bust through. And I think that's why now you can tell that darkness there, because they're like ready to bust out, any day now, probably in the next month. So I'll do the whole spin thing now. I call it the spinning YouTuber.
Okay, side shot. Looks like I had nothing done ever. Move the light. Okay. That's the back. It looks like nothing ever happened. And that's the other profile. Just looks like a normal human man.
Now, some of you have asked me if Frederick Riley's videos, he's another YouTuber, if his videos influenced my decision to go to hair medical restoration. And the answer is yes. It's like he started posting videos in August of last year, but I didn't find him till about November of last year. And because I had wanted to do a hair transplant for a while, and I searched for videos and stuff, and his popped up. And then I followed, his videos up until January, because guys, I'm just like you guys. I was like, well, if this guy Fred's hairline looks good, I'm gonna go to that place. And then by January, I saw that his hair growth was like so nice that I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna go to hair medical restoration. But then I waited until August because, I had to go on a vacation, and I didn't want to look, without hair in the vacation photo. So I waited till August because the vacation was in July. And that's why it took so long. But honestly, I would have wanted to have this done back in January of this year. Imagine it would be basically done. All the hair would be like grown out by now. For having had the procedure done 4 months ago, I think my results are really good. And that's a testament to Dr. Cortez and his expertise. But I also wanted to talk about that, as a patient, you also have a responsibility to take care of your hair post-transplant. Actually, I don't know if you guys know this, but you're not supposed to go out into the sun for like 3 months after you get a hair transplant, because the ultraviolet rays, they can still go through your skin, and sometimes they can kill the embryonic hair follicles. And there's this story of this guy, like he had a hair transplant, and then a week later he went out on his yacht or boat, and he didn't wear any like sunscreen and no hat, and he was out there for like 5-6 hours, and when he got back to land, his head was like all like red, like a tomato. And then he noticed that none of his hair grafts took. So basically he got the procedure done for nothing. But that's not the doctor's fault, that's his fault. So if you're thinking of having a hair transplant done, know that you have to take care of yourself. You have to stay out of the sun. You can't do exercise for 2 weeks after the procedure. But it's nothing hard, but you have to do your part. It's like you can have the best doctor in the world, but if you don't, do your self-care, it's not gonna work. Some of you might be thinking, oh God, this hair transplant stuff sounds like such a hassle. It's like, oh, do I have the patience to do that? You know, you have to wait so long for the hair to grow back. Well, to that I say, you know, the time is gonna pass anyways. Like before you know it, it's gonna be Christmas of 2019. I know right now as I'm making this video, it's 2018. But you know, the time's gonna go by anyways. So you can either spend that time still being, you know, bald or losing hair, or you can go through a few little, you know, inconvenient months where you look like an ugly duckling, and before you know it, you're in the future and you look better, you know. So you got to think of it that way, because the time's gonna pass anyways. So you might as well, you know, pass it improving yourself. And lastly, if you guys have any questions, feel free to write them down in the comments. I'll reply to them either in the comment section or through video like this. And you guys can also follow me on Instagram. I'll put my handle, it's Hollywood Moises. And that's about it, guys. So another video in 2 weeks, and I'm making a TiVo video that'll go out tomorrow. So if you're interested in TiVo, you know, come back for that. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. My name's Moises Amaya, and I'm out.